Alright guys, today, we've got some stuff to do. There's this one guy in the comments of my YouTube video. I told him I was going to do a tutorial of how to make a Windows bootable USB. So today I'm going to be installing that software on this here PC and making a Windows 11 bootable USB that removes hardware requirements, okay? And we're going to put it on a PC, but I haven't showed it on my YouTube channel yet. The guy who gave it to me made a deal. He said he gave me 3 PCs. The one over there, which I've done videos on already. I'm gonna do more, okay? I got 2 more videos I'm doing on that computer. It might make a comeback at some point. This second and third computer I haven't showed you guys yet. Well, today we're gonna be doing one with the second computer. It is another Dell. They're all Dells, I will tell you that. But before I show you guys the computer, we're going to make the bootable USB. And to do that, we need to go to my files, see if it's downloaded. Yes. I'm going to go to the website. I'm going to first go to Microsoft and go to Windows. I spelled that wrong. Windows, no, the hell? What is it doing? Alright, so you're going to search up Windows 11 ISO download. You're going to go to Microsoft download Windows 11, and you don't want to download the installation assistant. You don't want to download the create installation media. You want is the third option. Download Windows 11 disk image ISO for x64 devices. There is no 32-bit version for Windows 11. You select multi-edition before you begin downloading. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. None of that matters to us. I believe it's going to ask me to select a language. Yes, product language. I'm clearly speaking English, and I am in the United States, so it's going to validate my request, and you hit that download thing, and it will start downloading. I don't have to hit it, because I have already downloaded it, okay? Now, the next thing you have to do is search Rufus download. Spelled like that. You hit Rufus's website. You scroll down a bit. You're on Windows, I'd assume. So you'd hit Windows x86. You can close out the ads. And once you get up there, you hit open file. Yes. And you got Rufus. Yes, I'm using Windows 10. Now, once you're here, you put in your USB in the computer. In this case, my computer's a sleeper build. Slide down that. Put it in the front panel. It's empty. It selects that. From here, what you do, you see that? We have to select it. It should take you to files and downloads. And here's what the Windows 11 is called. Standard Windows installation. Alright. And from there, all you have to do is hit. So here's the information. From there, all you have to do is hit start, and then a pop-up will come up. On this pop-up, you will have boxes. Check this box, because you want to remove those requirements for TPM 2.0. If you want, you can remove that. You can remove that. You can remove whatever. I'm gonna disable BitLocker. I don't care about the rest of that. Actually, I'm not gonna disable anything. I want a normal Windows installation, okay? Just with the requirements removed. Then hit OK, and it'll start doing its thing. In this case, I already have a USB installer, but all it will do is show the percentage of done there, and it'll say ready in that box right there when it's done, and you can close there. If you cancel, yeah, there's a chance it'll corrupt your thumb drive. But that's for bootable USBs, okay? You got it? Alright, we're good. Now I'm going to pull out the computer and go through the process. This video might be long, but I'm going to go through the full process. Alright guys, this is the oldest 64-bit computer I have right now. It's got an Intel Pentium 4. I promised I would do it with that. See? It's got the 64-bit Intel Pentium 4. Because they made a 32-bit version of the Pentium 4 and a 64-bit. This is, of course, as I've said, 64-bit. This is a Dell Dimension. Not quite sure what year it's from. The panel comes off in a rather weird way. But Dell did some cool things back then. It's got a Netgear Wi-Fi card in it. Yeah, it actually has a Wi-Fi card I stole from another computer. It's got all the basics. The one thing it doesn't have is a graphics card. And if you guys know, I'm a fan of not putting graphics cards in these systems. When I do a gaming test on this eventually, I will probably put a good graphics card in it. I might actually mod this computer. To put a dual-core, an older dual-core AMD Athlon 64X2 in it. But I like the white sides on this case. I really like the design of it. I think Dell did a really good job designing the PCs at this time. My favorite looking one, though, is why I built my sleeper in it. It's my favorite PC case I've ever had. Just so you guys know, it does have your average Mesozoic era DisplayPort on the back. VGA. Alright. It's almost time to hit the power button and see if it fires up. Computer's plugged in, everything's plugged in. Power button lit up. Everything's starting to light up. Does the computer do anything? You can hit F12. Oh yeah. Intel Pentium 4. Yeah. What I want to boot to. I want to boot to system setup. Even the BIOS on this thing's not the fastest. It should say 64. Yes, it is the 64-bit version. It is a single-core Intel Pentium 4. 3 gigahertz. This is the slowest thing I've got. That is, you know, 64-bit. AMD Athlon 64X2 was a dual-core thing from AMD at the time. It's got DDR2 SD RAM, so the same RAM speed as the janky computer we were playing with the other day, except this has a quarter of the RAM it does. I might actually have to upgrade that. In fact, I will have to upgrade that. We're not even going to try to put Windows 11 on it with 1 gig. Okay? I got some better RAM over there in the corner anyways. See that motherboard? We're about to rob it. I think it's got 4 gig. Just wait a moment. Don't these RAM sticks just scream mid to late 2000s gaming? I mean, come on. Alright guys, I just doubled the speed of the RAM in the system to 800 megahertz from 400. Gonna boot over to the BIOS. I don't know if it had the whole F2 thing back then. We're going to see. But it's got... Alright. So it's on... Oh, so this system's from 2005, because it's on the first version of the BIOS. So it's got... double the speed of RAM from last time. It's set at low speed right now for whatever reason. That's probably the max speed the motherboard can handle, because this is 800 megahertz RAM, I think. Well, I know I can upgrade this motherboard, because there's like 2 different CPU sockets I think I could have, and I have CPUs for both. It's probably LGA 775. And I do have a faster CPU for that. It's another Pentium, but it's better than this Pentium. As in, it's a dual-core Pentium. Power management. Is there any... I'm not gonna... Just so you know, I'm not gonna do a gaming test on this computer for a while. And if I do, I'll probably put Windows 7 on it. Alright, we're gonna have to try to boot up from USB. I might have to enable USB device. Please. Yes. Oh my god. We're putting Windows 11 on an Intel Pentium 4. The other computer, I knew it would be possible, but the fact that it's not giving me 69,000 errors. I will show you what happens if you put a normal USB installer on this that doesn't have the hardware requirements removed. In fact, I'll show you on a higher end computer than this if you really please. You know what the best feature of Windows 11 is? The downgrade feature. Honestly, I really don't like Windows 11, but it's a great way to future-proof older technology by hacking onto it now before Microsoft eventually probably will remove the ISO image from their website because people use it, and Microsoft is not like that. Oh yeah, and I think your USB thumb drive has to be 16 gig at least. Well, I will see you guys when it gets to the actual screen. This may take a while. Well, that's funny. I think the installer crashed and it's booting you at Windows XP now. That's not what I want. But as you can see, it did work, in fact. I can't show the profiles or anything on that XP. That is against what the guy who gave it to me asked to do. But I think it's upgrade time. You ready, guys? We're gonna throw some much nicer stuff in it. Let's see. We're going to throw an AMD CPU in it, an AMD graphics card in it. Here, let's go to the computer pile. We're going to move these over. These two PCs here. So that's going to be my workspace on the carpet there. We want this motherboard. Has the same CPU in it as the one on my desk. That CPU. We're going to need this computer. Let me set this phone down and grab the computer. We're going to put Windows 11 on an AMD CPU instead. Watch next video to figure out because I'm about to film this on another video.